Hello, and today we're going to read the book Build It from A to Z. The author's name is Trish Holland. All right, boys and girls, what does the author do? Let's think. The author, very good. The author writes the books. And this book is illustrated by Teaching Strategies. All right, so we're starting off with this letter here. What letter is this? Thank you. It's the letter A. A is for architect. An architect designs a building. How tall? How wide? Will it be brick or concrete or wood? Where will the windows and doors go? She draws plans called blueprints. All the answers are there. All the answers are there on how to build a building. Here's the next letter. This letter is, that's right, the letter B. B for this. What is this? What is that big yellow thing? It is a bulldozer. Thank you. A bulldozer bustles back and forth to clear space for a new building. The bulldozer pushes dirt and debris away. Now builders can begin. Here's our next letter. This letter is C. Thank you. C is for concrete. That's what's getting poured out of the back of that truck. A concrete mixer churns as it combines cement, sand, tiny rocks, and water to make concrete. When the concrete is ready, it slides down the chute. The concrete will dry as hard as stone. Do you know what concrete is used to make? We use it to make something that we can walk on when we're outside. Who knows? Put on your thinking caps. Think about it. What is it that we can walk on outside? Great. Thank you for your answer. Let's go to our next letter. What letter comes after the letter C? That's right. It's this letter here, the letter D. And D is for what? This is a truck, but what kind of truck is this? This is a dump truck. Thank you. A dump truck delivers dirt, sand, or gravel for construction. The driver tilts the back and the load pours off. Now we're on to our next letter. What letter is that? Thank you, the letter E. E is for engineer. An engineer examines the plans for elevators, escalators, and electric lights. He makes sure everything in the building will work once it is built. Where do you see elevators at? How about escalators? Put on your thinking caps. Let me know. Where have you seen an elevator or an escalator? Fabulous, friends. Thank you. Let's go to our next letter. So what letter comes after the letter E? It is F. Good. F is for this machine right here. It is a forklift. Great. A forklift ferries weighty materials for construction. Its back end is heavy, so it doesn't tip over in the front. When it picks up a heavy load, it lifts stuff up. It's a forklift. How about this letter? What letter is this? I've seen this before. It's the letter G. What sound does G make? Good, thank you. G is for grader. A grader scrapes at the dirt. It goes over and over the area until the ground is level. The grader grumbles and growls loudly as it works. So G is for grader. Let's go to the next letter. What comes after G? It is H. H is for this, what she has on. What is that on top of her head? That white thing, what is that? Yes, it's a hat, but what kind of hat? Thank you, a hard hat. And they're also using this letter too, I. So it's H and I. H is for hard hat. I is for inspector. A building inspector wears a hard hat. She knows all the city's construction rules. She inspects a building inside and out to see that the rules are followed. The hard hat keeps her safe. Why do you think she wears it on her head? What is it keeping it safe from? What could happen to her head? Give me some ideas. Wonderful. You guys are on the ball. Let's go to the next letter. Here's our next letter here. It is J. Good. J is for this machine here. It's called a jigsaw. A carpenter, which is him, uses a jigsaw to cut shapes into wood. The saw has jagged teeth that jiggle up and down. Sawdust flies as the carpenter cuts out the shape. So since the sawdust is flying, the carpenter makes sure he has to protect himself. Do you see what he has on? What does he have on? Let's talk about those things. What are those? Thank you, thank you, thank you, friends. Let's go to our next letter. So after J, we have this letter here, the letter K. K is for keep out. See, it says here, construction site, keep out. A keep out sign tells people to stay away. Holes, falling objects, and big moving machines are just some of the dangers at a construction site. So K is for keep out. All right, we're going to do these last two letters and we're going to stop here for today. This letter is L. Very good. L for ladder. And this letter here, M. M for mason. A mason climbs a long ladder to lay bricks for a tall wall. It may take thousands of bricks to build a whole building. If you were going to build a building, how many bricks would you use? We know that bricks can make a very strong building. Just like from our story. What story was that? Do you remember? Let's discuss it now.